Hello and welcome to this very special episode of Startup Street Future Female Forward. I'm Shruti Mishra. As India builds the next chapter of growth, innovation and entrepreneurship, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The future cannot be built without women leading from the front, because the power of equity lies in building new India equitably. We are back with HSBC Presents Future Female Forward, co-presented by Cognizant, now in Season 4. Today on the show, we spotlight women who are not just building businesses, but reshaping the future of consumer India. From redefining luxury with lab-grown diamonds to building science-led skincare designed for Indian consumers to backing the next generation of breakout startups through venture capital. Today's guests are leading a powerful new wave of women-led entrepreneurship. 3 women, 3 very different journeys, one common theme: building the future of consumer brands in India. So let's get going. They say diamonds are a woman's best friend, but today the conversation around luxury, aspiration and ownership is changing rapidly, led increasingly by women consumers and women entrepreneurs. My first guest is looking to ride that shift with her lab-grown diamond brand, Limelight Lab-Grown Diamonds. Set to launch 25 new stores in the first quarter of FY26, Limelight Lab-Grown Diamonds is taking its retail footprint to over 85 stores nationwide as demand for sustainable and more affordable luxury picks up across both metros and Tier 2 markets. Founded as an early mover in the category, the company is now betting big on consumer education, omni-channel expansion and a wider push towards what it calls future-forward luxury. Joining me now is Pooja Madhavan, the founder and MD of Limelight Lab-Grown Diamonds. Pooja, welcome to Startup Street. We're seeing rapid consumer adoption of lab-grown diamonds across India. Like I mentioned earlier, you're opening 25 stores in just the first quarter of FY26 and targeting 200 stores by 2027. Which markets are driving this demand, metros or Tier 2? And how are you how are you seeing the buying patterns evolving across geographies?
Thank you so much for having me today. Yes, indeed. In fact, India has been a very surprising market when it comes to the adoption of lab-grown diamonds. We clearly did not expect the adoption to happen so quickly in our country. But it is the metros and the Tier 2 cities combined that are, sort of picking up in terms of consumer demand. Particularly Tier 2 cities is where we see a lot of strength. Of course, metros is where the confidence comes from. Consumers in the metros are building the confidence for the category. But Tier 2 cities is where we see the consumption, the spending power, and the excitement to buy diamonds. And, we as India, as a market, we have been, consuming diamonds. Only less than 4% of Indian women have actually adorned diamonds so far. So we are a market that has been extremely aspirational for diamonds, and lab-grown diamond is a category that's enabling women across the country to fulfill their diamond dreams and buy as much as they like for utility purposes and not for the lockers.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest challenges that has remained in this category has been consumer trust and education. And even today, many buyers still compare lab-grown diamonds with natural diamonds. How difficult has it really been to build awareness and change mindsets in India?
Yes, it is indeed very difficult because you're not shifting a short-term shift, a short-term mindset. It's been a mindset that's been driving us for more than 100 years. The diamond category has existed for a very long time, and a lot of international companies have worked very hard in promoting an exaggerated diamond dream. I think what the technology has now brought in is being able to commoditize this product and actually know what its real worth is. And the reality of the situation is that lab-grown diamonds are identical. They're the same. We often use the analogy of test tube babies to explain it to consumers that one doesn't love an IVF baby lesser than a naturally born, because at the end of the day, both are humans. The same way both these diamonds are produced and they're made of carbon. In fact, lab-grown diamonds that are produced in India are actually superior in quality. They're the best form of diamond you can ever get. This is some of the information that actually has to be put out to the audiences. It's been tough, but I think that the new consumer is very smart. The digital world is very small. Everybody has information on their fingertips, so they're being able to understand the facts and figures better.
Sure. And Pooja, you've built this business alongside your co-founders, including male co-founders in leadership. As a woman founder in the luxury and retail space, what has the entrepreneurial journey been like for you personally? Were there moments where you felt you had to work harder to establish credibility? And do you think the funding and scaling journey is different for women founders in consumer businesses? Were there biases or assumptions you had to navigate while building Limelight in a category that was traditionally dominated by legacy players?
I think first and foremost, because I didn't belong to this industry to begin with, of course, I had a far bigger hurdle to cross over. I had to learn the tricks of the trade. But along with that, of course, it's difficult when you're a woman standing up in a man's world. But I think resilience, creativity, and consumer trust have sort of built over time and have become my strengths. Okay. I think the times are changing. Everybody around you is sort of accepting, women entrepreneurship across different industries. And the same works for diamonds.
Absolutely.
And diamonds are our best friends. So, I mean, it's high time that women, sort of lead the change.
Sure, and I want to talk to you about that. This is also a Future Female Forward special. So I want to ask you, are we seeing more women consumers make independent jewelry purchase decisions today? And how is that changing the kind of products, price points, and branding strategies companies like yours are building around?
Yes, of course, it is absolutely changing. Self-purchasing is becoming a very, very big category. I mean, in the US, we have seen approximately 30% of the sales contribute from self-purchases. We are seeing a similar trend pick up in, India as well. Of course, it's not to the same extent, but it is rising very, very rapidly, which is why there is, a lot more utility products, a lot more of regular, earrings, regular necklace sets, pendant sets, bracelets, tennis bracelets, huge variety of designs which are coming in these along with, the regular engagement rings and related jewelry. But self-purchase is becoming very important. And it's no longer, why should we wait for a he to buy us a diamond? So we're buying our diamond.
Absolutely. Sure, Pooja. Globally, the category is also seeing pricing pressure as production scales up. How do you maintain premium positioning and healthy margins in a market where prices could keep falling? Also, if you could take us through your current revenue and growth numbers that you're seeing.
Sure. I think firstly, it's a big myth that prices are falling. Firstly, the prices have actually stabilized in the lab-grown diamond sector for almost over a year now. So it's a myth that has been created, by, different lobbyists in the industry, but it is not factually correct. Secondly, from a retail price point, we don't face, a lot of pressure from, consumer perspective, because consumers are seeing a huge amount of value difference and value addition that lab-grown diamonds itself brings to the table. Thirdly, from our revenue and our projection standpoints, we are currently at, so we closed FY26 at 265 crore top line, and this year we're aiming for north of 500 crores top line. And just to add to that, I think yesterday's news and today's news with, Prime Minister Modi ji also speaking about, what we need to do for our country and what needs to be driving growth. I think the fact that, we are being, guided that, gold is something that we have to sort of steer away from. I think lab-grown diamonds is, going to be the consumer's, ultimate best option because it gives you the bling. It enables you to wear jewelry. It enables you to enjoy a huge amount of jewelry in the same price points. And at the same time, it is
absolutely
अपने देश का डायमंड है तो वो पहनना ही चाहिए.
अपने देश का डायमंड है तो वो पहनना चाहिए. On that note, Pooja, let me wrap up our conversation. Many thanks for joining us on Startup Street today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.